He stood at the edge of the monastery, eyes full of confusion and heart weighed down by a question that felt far too heavy for a simple answer. "O Lord," he whispered, "tell me, what is the true worth of a human life?" The stillness in the air was broken by a gentle smile from the wise one. Without a word, the teacher reached into a satchel and pulled out a stone. Smooth, radiant, gleaming under the sun, he handed it over and said, "Take this stone. Go to the market and ask around for its price. But listen carefully. No matter what anyone offers you, do not sell it." The man nodded, though puzzled. With a quiet curiosity and a sense of purpose he didn't quite understand, he cradled the stone and began his walk through the bustling lanes of the town. His first stop was an orange vendor. The vendor, hands sticky with citrus juice, squinted at the stone and turned it in his palms. "It's shiny," he said casually. "I'll give you a dozen oranges for it." The man shook his head politely, took the stone back, and moved on. Next, he approached a vegetable vendor arranging sacks of potatoes. The vendor eyed the stone, then weighed it in his rough hands. "I'll trade you a whole sack of these fresh potatoes," he offered. Again, the man declined, keeping the stone close as he wandered deeper into the market. His steps took him to a goldsmith's shop, where gold and silver trinkets sparkled under the lamplight. The goldsmith's trained eye immediately caught the luster of the stone. He gasped lightly, examining it under his lens. This is no ordinary stone," he muttered. "I'll pay you 1,00,000 gold coins for it." The man's heart skipped, but he remembered the instruction. "I can't sell it," he replied softly. The goldsmith's excitement grew. "Then take 5,00,000 gold coins," he insisted. The man smiled, thanked him, and walked away. Still, he wondered, why such different reactions to the same object? He then arrived at the most lavish shop in the market, the home of a famed diamond merchant. Inside, everything glimmered, but nothing shone quite like the stone in his hands. When the merchant saw it, he froze. His breath caught. He carefully laid down a piece of red velvet and gently placed the stone atop it, like it was sacred. Then, without hesitation, he bowed his head before it. "Where did you find this?" he asked, his voice trembling. "This stone is beyond price. Even if I sold everything I own, I wouldn't be able to afford it. It's truly priceless." The man stood silent, overwhelmed. That evening, he returned to his teacher, eyes wide with wonder and heart full of questions. He recounted every moment, every offer, every reaction. Lord Buddha listened patiently, then spoke. "You've seen it for yourself. The same stone was worth a dozen oranges to one, a sack of potatoes to another. To the goldsmith, it was worth lakhs of gold coins, and to the diamond merchant, it was beyond all value. The stone never changed, only the eyes that judged it did." He paused, letting the words settle. "And that," he said gently, "is the story of human life. You are that gem, but the world will see your worth through the lens of their own experiences, their knowledge, and their limitations. Some will undervalue you, others will see your true brilliance." It was like a fog had lifted. The man's question had been answered not with a number, but with truth. So many live their lives doubting their value because others can't see it. They accept less than they deserve because the world around them measures worth in oranges and potatoes. But the problem isn't with them, it's with the mirror they're looking into. You may cross paths with those who try to put a small price on your greatness. They may offer you little, not because that's all you're worth, but because that's all they're capable of seeing. Their vision is clouded by their own world, their own limitations. It is not a reflection of your true value. Yet so many of us believe them. We take that dozen oranges, that sack of potatoes, thinking, maybe this is all I'm meant for. And in doing so, we silence the greatness within us. But those who know their true worth, who understand that they are the diamond in the merchant's hands, refuse to be defined by the misjudgments of others. They don't argue with those who can't see their light. They don't dim their shine for the comfort of those who wear blindfolds. They walk forward, knowing that somewhere out there, someone will see the sparkle, will bow before the brilliance, and will whisper, "This is priceless." That's the power of self-worth. When you recognize your own value, the world begins to respond in kind. You no longer wait for someone else to assign you importance. You wear your worth boldly, and others follow. So if you find yourself feeling overlooked, undervalued, or misunderstood, remember the stone. Remember the merchant who couldn't afford it. And above all, remember that your value doesn't decrease because someone else failed to see it. You're not here to convince people of your worth. You're here to know it for yourself, because once you do, you'll no longer accept being treated like anything less. No one else gets to set your price. Only you can do that. And so the lesson remains. Your worth isn't decided by those who cannot see it. Just as the stone was always a gem, your value doesn't change based on someone else's perception. The real magic begins the moment you stop seeking validation and start standing in your own light. Let the world catch up to your brilliance. You were never meant to be ordinary.